Hey there, Greenhaven family. Welcome back, and wow, do I have something special lined up for you today. We're about to completely revolutionize the way you think about throwing things away because I'm going to show you how to transform everyday trash into breathtaking garden decorations that'll have your neighbors convinced you spent a fortune at high-end garden centers. Yes, you heard that right. Prepare yourself for 17+ incredible recycled and upcycled garden hacks that are smart, functional, and honestly, some are absolutely mind-blowing. Especially number 7. That one's so charming, you'll be racing to make it before the day's over. And number 12. If you've ever forgotten to water your plants or gotten tired of hauling those heavy watering cans everywhere, this clever solution is about to revolutionize your entire gardening routine. And here's a special treat. I'm demonstrating how to transform an ordinary colander into a gorgeous hanging herb garden. No drilling required, no complicated procedures, just pure creativity and irresistible appeal. Whether you're working with a compact balcony, an expansive garden space, or simply a bright window ledge, these projects are perfect for absolutely everyone. Everything I'm sharing today is budget-friendly, utilizing items you've probably already got lying around your house, simple to create, no specialized equipment or expertise necessary, and environmentally conscious. Every item we recycle saves you money while protecting our planet. But before we jump into the projects, if you're passionate about practical, innovative gardening that won't drain your wallet, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button and click the bell notification. We're cultivating an incredible community here at Greenhaven Hacks, where every single week we deliver you wallet-friendly advice, ingenious shortcuts, and projects that deliver real results. All right, my gardening friends, pour yourself some coffee, grab your favorite snacks, and let's begin transforming garbage into garden gold. Here's your challenge for today. Leave a comment telling me which 3 projects you're tackling this weekend. Not 4, not 2, exactly 3. I personally read every single comment, and I'm excited to see your commitment. Let's dive in. Hack number 1, footwear planters. Starting off strong, those forgotten boots tucked away in your closet or storage area, don't discard them. They're about to transform into the most delightful planters your garden has ever seen. Here's what makes this extraordinary. Weathered boots possess character. The scratches, the sun fading, the aged leather, that's not deterioration, that's authenticity. And when vibrant flowers overflow from them, absolutely magical. Simple setup. Wash boots using warm soapy water. Create drainage openings in soles with a screwdriver. Layer gravel at bottom for proper drainage. Pack with quality potting soil. Choose trailing flowers like petunias or cascading herbs like creeping thyme. Arrange near your entrance or suspend from fence using the laces. I created an entire boot garden collection using old footwear from various family members, work boots, rain boots, and worn-out hiking boots. Every single one carries memories, and now they're overflowing with colorful blooms. My neighbor Jennifer stopped by last week and actually asked where I purchased them. When I explained they were my grandfather's old construction boots, she was absolutely stunned. Quick question, would you prefer matching boot pairs or embrace mismatched styles? I'm definitely team variety and eclectic combinations, but some of you might prefer coordinated matching sets. Share your thoughts in the comments. Hack number 2, egg carton seedling starters. Those paper egg cartons you discard weekly, they're actually perfect seed germination containers that literally cost nothing. Here's the brilliant part. When your seedlings are ready for transplanting, you simply cut out individual sections and plant them straight into garden soil. The cardboard naturally breaks down, enriching your plants. Zero root disturbance, zero waste. Simple setup. Remove the lid from paper carton. Pack each compartment with seed starting mixture. Drop 2 to 3 seeds into each compartment. Spray lightly with water. Tent with plastic wrap for humidity effect. Position in bright window. When seedlings reach 2 to 3 inches tall, transplant entire compartments into garden beds. I germinate dozens of plants using this method every single spring. Lettuce varieties, basil, zinnias, tomato plants. Last season, 47 thriving plants from egg cartons I would have simply recycled otherwise. That's literally $47 minimum in savings. Who's germinating seeds currently? What varieties are you planting? Share your seed collection in the comments because I absolutely love discovering what everyone's cultivating. Hack number 3, tin can herb collection. Soup cans, vegetable cans, basically any metal containers transform into immediate herb planters. But here's how we elevate them from looking cheap to looking expensive. Simple setup. Strip labels and wash completely. Use a hammer and nail, punching 3 to 4 drainage openings in the bottom. Here's the enhancement. Cover cans with natural burlap. Coat with chalk-style paint or wrap with attractive contact paper. Tie twine or decorative ribbon around the rim. Pack with potting soil. Plant a single herb variety per can. Arrange in clusters on window ledges or outdoor shelving. I covered mine in natural burlap secured with garden twine, then stenciled herb names using white paint. They genuinely look like they were purchased from upscale boutiques. Total investment, $3 for burlap that covered 12 complete cans. Paint preference question time. Would you choose rustic earth tones or vibrant color accents? I'm completely seeing the appeal of both approaches. What complements your aesthetic? Share your thoughts below. Hack number 4. Compact disc bird repellent mobile. Those obsolete CDs collecting dust, they're actually excellent garden protectors that shimmer beautifully in sunlight. Simple setup. Gather 6 to 8 old CDs. Thread fishing line through center openings at varying lengths. Connect to a wooden stick, branch, or wire coat hanger, forming a mobile structure. Suspend near vegetable gardens or berry crops. The rotating reflective surfaces frighten birds away without causing any harm. Added benefit, they capture sunlight, projecting rainbow patterns throughout your garden space. I suspended 3 of these installations near my strawberry beds. Absolutely zero bird damage this season compared to losing approximately half my harvest last year. The CD mobiles genuinely work, and they create surprisingly beautiful effects when sunlight strikes them. Experiencing bird troubles in your garden? What's your most challenging pest situation? Birds, rabbits, deer, squirrels? Let me know, and perhaps we'll address that concern in an upcoming video. Hack 5. Damaged teacup succulents. Chipped or cracked teacups from secondhand shops or your personal collection transform into the most adorable miniature planters. Simple setup. Wash cup completely. Layer small pebbles at bottom. Fill using cactus or succulent potting mix. Plant miniature succulent varieties like echeveria or string of pearls. Water minimally. Showcase on window ledges, decorative shelves, or clustered as table centerpieces. Here's what I adore. Mismatched vintage teacups arranged together create a narrative. Some inherited from grandmother's china collection, some discovered at thrift stores. Each one unique, yet somehow harmonizing perfectly together. I crafted 15 of these as presents last Mother's Day celebration. Every recipient asked where I'd purchased them. When I revealed I created them from damaged cups, they immediately requested the instructions. Well, now you've got it. Do you already own unusable teacups, or would you visit thrift stores specifically for this craft? I'm curious about your sourcing approach. Project 6, Hanging Shoe Organizer Vertical Growing System. That fabric shoe organizer occupying valuable closet space. It's about to become a vertical strawberry production wall or herb garden. Simple setup. Pierce small drainage openings in each individual pocket. Fill pockets 3/4 full with quality potting soil. Plant 1 strawberry plant or herb per pocket. Suspend on sunny fence or wall surface using existing hanging loops. Water from upper pockets, allowing moisture to cascade downward. This is absolutely brilliant for limited spaces because you're utilizing vertical height, not valuable ground area. I successfully fit 12 strawberry plants within 2 square feet of vertical wall space. 12 productive plants bearing fruit at convenient eye level. No bending down, no kneeling required. Strawberries or culinary herbs. What would fill your installation? I'm considering my next one might feature exclusively cooking herbs. Basil, oregano, thyme varieties, fresh parsley. Imagine maintaining a living seasoning rack on your outdoor patio wall. Hack 7. Ladder shelf planter featuring fairy lights. This is that charming one I mentioned earlier. An abandoned wooden ladder transforms into an enchanting tiered plant display station. And after sunset, pure enchantment. Simple setup, wash ladder, and optionally coat in gentle colors like cream white, sage green, or pastel shades. Position wooden boards across ladder steps if necessary, forming flat display surfaces. Organize plants by weight consideration, heaviest bottom placement, lightest top placement. Thread battery-powered or solar fairy lights throughout the ladder framework. Position on front porch or patio area. Illuminate lights at twilight. I painted mine creamy white and filled it with pink geranium varieties, cascading ivy, and aromatic herbs. After dark, when those fairy lights illuminate, it resembles something from an enchanted storybook. My youngest granddaughter named it the Enchanted Garden Ladder. Passers-by stopped to photograph it. Genuinely, I've noticed neighbors taking pictures from the sidewalk for a $15 investment using a ladder I discovered at a garage sale. Paint color discussion. Neutral tones or dramatic colors. Would you select traditional white or something unexpected like bright turquoise? I'm eager to discover what you'd select. Hack 8. Gutter garden lettuce growing wall. Rain gutters installed horizontally transform into ideal shallow growing beds for lettuce and leafy greens. Simple setup. Wash gutters and plug ends using caps or wine corks. Drill small drainage openings every 8 inches. Install to fence or wall at comfortable working height using mounting brackets. Pack with potting mixture. Sow lettuce, spinach, or herb varieties 4 inches apart. Water gently using spray bottle or small watering can. This completely transformed my fresh salad situation. I installed 3 gutter sections on my fence at comfortable chest height. Now I simply step outside and harvest fresh lettuce without any bending over. My back appreciates me, and my salads have never tasted better. What leafy greens would you cultivate? I alternate lettuce varieties, but spinach and arugula perform excellently, too. And picture having fresh microgreens thriving right at convenient eye level. Hack 9. Colander suspended herb basket. Kitchen colanders featuring built-in drainage perforations. They're already ideal planting containers. Simple setup. Line colander interior with cocoa fiber liner or burlap fabric, preventing soil loss. Pack with potting mixture. Plant trailing herb varieties like oregano, thyme varieties, or mint. Attach hanging chain or sturdy cord to handles. Suspend from hook or decorative shepherd's crook. I spray painted mine soft blush pink and planted it with lemon thyme and trailing rosemary varieties. It hangs beside my kitchen entrance, and I harvest fresh herbs while preparing meals. The colander's perforations provide excellent drainage, and it possesses this vintage farmhouse appeal. Would you paint yours or maintain natural metal finish? I've observed them looking stunning both ways. What represents your aesthetic? Rustic natural or cheerfully colorful? Hack 10. Vintage chair planter display. Broken chairs featuring missing or damaged seats transform into whimsical flower display thrones. Simple setup. Locate old chair with damaged or absent seat. Wash and optionally paint. Position wire basket or bowl within seat opening. Line using cocoa fiber liner. Pack with quality soil. Plant cascading flower varieties like petunias, calibrachoa, or trailing lobelia. Position in garden as attention-grabbing focal point. These chair planters resemble something from a fantasy garden storybook. I have 3 strategically positioned throughout my landscape. 1 beside the garden path, 1 near the storage shed, 1 within the flower bed, each planted using different color themes. My personal favorite is an aged wooden dining chair painted crisp white with vivid hot pink petunias cascading out. It resembles a flower throne worthy of a garden fairy monarch. Visitors consistently pause to capture photos. Hack 11. Mason jar greenhouse covers. Mason jars inverted upside down form miniature greenhouse environments for seed germination. Simple setup. Fill small cups or yogurt containers with moistened seed starting mixture. Plant 2 to 3 seeds per container. Label clearly with plant variety. Position clean mason jar inverted over each cup, forming protective dome. Arrange on bright window ledge. Remove jar coverings once seedlings emerge. This represents old-fashioned wisdom that performs perfectly. The glass captures heat and humidity, creating optimal germination environment. I germinate tomatoes, pepper varieties, and basil using this technique every spring season. My grandmother originally taught me this approach using preserve jars, and I continue using it today. There's something deeply satisfying about observing seeds sprouting beneath glass domes. What seed varieties would you germinate in jar greenhouses? Flowers, vegetable crops, or culinary herbs? Share your seed starting intentions. Hack 13. Pallet vertical living wall. Shipping pallets transform into gorgeous living plant walls for herbs, flowering plants, or succulent varieties. Simple setup. Wash pallet and smooth rough edges thoroughly. Paint or apply with stain if desired. Staple landscape fabric to backside, forming planting pockets. Pack pockets with quality soil. Plant herb or flower varieties in each available space. Lean against wall surface or secure upright position. Water from upper sections allowing gravity to assist. I painted mine soft mint green shade and planted it with cooking herbs. It leans against my garage exterior wall, forming a living herb garden occupying zero valuable ground space. And the vertical configuration means I can cultivate 20 individual plants in the footprint of one conventional pot. And it appears intentional and professionally designed, not DIY budget. Where would you position a pallet garden installation? Apartment balcony, patio wall, existing fence, and what would you cultivate? Culinary herbs, flowering plants, or succulent varieties? Share your plan below. Hack 14. Tire pond water feature installation. An old discarded tire transforms into a miniature pond, attracting birds, butterflies, and peaceful ambience. Simple setup. Wash tire completely and thoroughly. Line interior with pond liner material or heavy-duty plastic. Trim excess edges and tuck beneath tire. Add fresh, clean water. Float aquatic plant varieties like water lettuce. Arrange decorative stones around exterior edge. Optional enhancement. Add solar-powered fountain for gentle bubbling water sounds. This surprised me beyond any other project. A tire shouldn't appear this attractive, but somehow it absolutely works. The black rubber visually disappears, and you simply observe water, floating plants, and visiting birds. I position mine in a quiet corner of my garden space, and it's become my preferred meditation location. The subtle water sounds, the birds pausing for drinks. It's peaceful in ways I never expected from a tire. Would you incorporate a fountain for sound effects or maintain it still and tranquil? I'm team gentle bubbling water effects, but simple still ponds possess their own quiet beauty. Hack 15. Cinder block bench garden combination. Cinder blocks and wooden plank boards create a functional bench featuring built-in planting spaces. Simple setup. Stack blocks on each end section, forming bench support legs, openings facing upward. Position wooden boards across block structures, forming bench seat. Fill block openings with soil and plant varieties. Add comfortable cushions for seating comfort. Position in garden, creating relaxation and gardening spot. This represents practical brilliance. You gain seating space and planting areas using identical materials. I planted mine with trailing succulent varieties and herbs that cascade from the block openings. The bench sits in my garden space, perfect for morning coffee rituals or evening relaxation, and I can literally reach over and harvest fresh herbs while seated there. What would you plant in your bench block openings? Flowering plants for visual color, culinary herbs for practical function, or succulents for minimal maintenance? I'm interested in hearing your planting approach. Hack 16. Plastic bottle drip irrigation system. Empty soda or water bottles transform into slow-release watering delivery systems. Simple setup. Pierce 4 to 5 tiny openings in bottle cap using straight pin. Cut bottom off bottle forming reservoir opening. Fill completely with water. Secure cap on tightly. Flip inverted position. Pushing bottle neck into soil near plant base area. Water gradually drips out over 2 to 3 complete days. Perfect for vacation periods, forgetful watering moments, or simply taking breaks from daily watering schedules. Your plants maintain consistent moisture without you lifting a single finger. I utilize these for my container tomato plants and pepper plants during intense summer weeks. They consume so much water that daily watering became absolutely exhausting. Now bottles manage it automatically. Planning vacation soon? This represents your plant rescuing solution. Set up installations before departing and return home to happy, properly hydrated plants instead of crispy brown casualties. Hack 17. Book planter arrangement. Damaged hardback books transform into distinctive succulent planters, merging garden and literary atmospheres. Simple setup. Open book preserving 20 to 30 front pages intact. Cut rectangular hollow cavity through remaining pages using sharp craft knife. Brush cut edges using Mod Podge, sealing them permanently. Line hollow cavity with plastic sheeting. Add small quantity of soil. Plant tiny succulent varieties. Water lightly and carefully. Display on decorative tables or shelving units. This represents my conversation starter craft project. Every single person who observes it performs a double take. Wait, is that actually a book with living plants growing from it? Yes. Yes, it absolutely is. And it's remarkably amazing. I created mine using an old dictionary that was deteriorating. Now it's a living artistic piece combining my passion for reading and gardening. Literature literally cultivating life. What book would you repurpose for this project? Something featuring a great title, a beloved genre. I'm contemplating using an old cookbook next. Herbs thriving from a recipe book feels poetically ideal. 17 plus creative ideas for transforming trash into garden treasures. From footwear to books, tires to teacups, we've demonstrated that beautiful garden spaces don't require expensive store-purchased decorations. But here's what I genuinely want to discover. Which 3 are you creating this weekend? Remember the challenge from the opening? 3 specific projects. Share your list in the comments immediately and tell me which one surprised you most. Was it the tire pond installation? The wine bottle watering delivery system? The book planter creation? I want to hear what made you exclaim, "I never would have considered that possibility." If this inspired your creativity, hit that thumbs up button enthusiastically. Share this with friends who appreciate creative budget gardening approaches. Subscribe to Greenhaven Hacks and activate that bell notification because we've got more recycled garden magic arriving every single day. Next week, we're presenting Dollar Tree Summer Garden Shortcuts. You're definitely not going to want to miss it. Until then, continue creating, continue growing, and remember, trash is simply treasure awaiting a little imagination and creativity. Thanks for crafting alongside me today, Greenhaven community. Now, go rescue something from your trash receptacle and transform it into garden magnificence. I'll be watching for your project photos. Tag Greenhaven Hacks so I can see what you create. Happy upcycling, everyone.